everyone, welcome to our Glory Globe TV. Here is the most amazing news. Yes, as backdrops to polling station go, the view from Kastarki Primary School is about as spectacular as it gets. Visitors are drawn at the scattering of the monstrous flowers on the edge of huge rocks above. But beneath the surface of this striking natural beauty is a community consumed with grief. That's because three of their brightest stars, who should have been voting for the first time, were killed in February in Greece's worst ever train crash. They were among 57 people who died when an intercity service carrying hundreds of passengers from Athens to Thessaloniki smashed head into a goods train on the same line. Ahead of Sunday's general election, opposition parties have raised the disaster time and again as a symptom of a broken government and dysfunctional state. Both Prime Minister Kyriakos Mitsotakis of centre-right New Diplomacy and Democracy and his predecessor Alexis Tsipras of the centre-left Syria and Syria have visited the family bereaved by the Tempe train crash. But above all, it is a story of personal loss. My Anastasia Demetris Palkais sighs as he looks out from the terrace of his family restaurant. Tears well in his eyes as he describes his daughter. I am fortunate I had her as a daughter. Even for just a little while, I will always be proud. She was a real girl and she only had love to give. Anastasia and her twin cousins Tommy and Chiriacio were traveling together on the passenger train. They were all just 20 years old. Like so many of the other victims, the young women were students returning to the University of Thessaloniki after spending a public holiday with their family. An investigation found numerous failings. We relatives call it a state assassination of our children and all the people who were aboard that train, says Anastasia's father. In which European country could this be possible? Mr. Palakais shakes his head when I ask if he has faith that any leader or party will help to prevent a similar catastrophe. The sense of exasperation that nothing will change is compounded for many voters by the surnames on ballot papers up and down the dial. Greece is far from alone in being a cradle for political dynasties, but powerful family networks still dominate the stage, right along the ideological spectrum. Kyriakos Mitsotakis' father was himself prime minister, his sister was foreign minister, and his nephew is the current mayor of Athens. 2 hours drive north of the rocks of Kastarki in the village of Poti, we watch a taxi driver greet the statue of the founder of modern Greece, Constantinos, a 4-time prime minister and later president. Hello, big guy, he calls out to the community's famous son as he opens his boot to reveal a mass of glistening cherries he will later sell to supplement his income. But if Karamanis, immortalized in metal remains, a giant from beyond the grave and beyond party line, his nephews, Kostas himself, the cousin of another prime minister, has faced national rage. The day after the fatal train crash, Kostas Karamanis resigned as transport minister, admitting the rail network he was responsible for was not fit for purpose. However, the tears he shed in public as he surveyed the wreckage have not stopped him from standing for re-election this weekend, which has angered many of the grieving families. Beyond the report, Globe TV.